Well, it turns out that I have enough radio control units to unlock, there we go, the 500 I need for spatial energy regulation. I think what I have left to make should be enough in the at the radio control unit factory in Prime Star or Prime Element. All right. I'm going to take these out. This too, come to think of it. Well, okay, fine. I'm going to be putting it back in. But I might as well just get this started now. I should come out of this with 40 more turbo motors. What about the cooling units? I'd overclock that process, but it's kind of dangerous to do so. I can kind of sort of see the beam from the quantum encoder from here. Maybe. Well, it's not finished. It's obviously not finished. So I need 30 bows. Okay, and I guess the way to get to 30 bows is I forget this. I'll just split it this way. Oh. It takes 2 presents per bow. So there. And I suppose I'll set these aside until the 4th. That way I'll be ready when I have, well, that way I'll be ready when it rolls around. I'll just deposit this. I wonder if the cooling system factory has run out of heat sinks. If it has, then I can change the recipe. But I prefer it to go through what it can if it everything it's using with the old recipe if it hasn't. Well, it seems the time is ripe to change the formula. It ran out of copper sheeting. So I'll just take this. Okay, and change it over. Now, rubber was important here. Oh, there's probably a ton of it in there. Oh yeah, there totally is. This is not necessarily a bad thing, though. Although it does mean I'm going to have to hurry back to Prime Element and grab some more casings. Think of it, you know what I ought to do? Because casings come in these big, well, I use industrial storage containers to hold casings. So I might just use it to supply casings. A new formula doesn't need water. So I might as well just shut this off. Even though it is low, I only need the water for production of nitric acid if I'm ever going to use that. Cooling device. Here we go. Puts out 5 cooling systems a minute. I'll have to go back for some motors. I can just use these for now. I have 200, I'd say between 200 and 300 cooling systems all told. Now, I need 10 heat sinks a minute. This one is 12 a minute. Oh wait, that's the old formula. Here we go, the heat exchanger. See, the problem with this is that it's down to 10 a minute. Oh, wrong blender, sorry. And, how did I have this going? He says another thing that uses nitrogen gas. The fused modular frame uses nitrogen gas at a rate of 37.5 a minute. Cooling systems, the traditional kind, use them at 150 a minute. Well, things seem to have taken a nice new spin. I may want to overclock this a little so that it too uses maybe not 150 a minute, but I'll just make this nice and comfortable. Yeah, okay, so I've got heat sinks being made at 15 a minute and used at 15 a minute. The nitrogen gas isn't up to 150 a minute, but I suppose that's neither here nor there. Now let me put some in, industrial storage containers down in place of these regular ones. Okay, so here's all the casings and all the rubber. Wait a minute, did I just dump those into the same... Okay, I'll put the rubber here. And there we go. Well, I gotta grab some motors though. So I can go back to Steel Hill, take, I think it's 1,200 motors. That's as much as will fit in a regular storage container. Then just sort of let this thing go, pump them out. So I have 87 turbo motors as of right now, out of the 250 I need. I replenished, well, sort of replenished my stock of cooling systems and other things. Radio control units. Oh, and I've been meaning to check that. The quantum encoder. As you can see by the beam of light, it's still not quite finished. And I imagine it's not going to be for a while. Well, that does kind of tickle my adventure funny bone. Where haven't I been? Well, wherever I haven't been, it would be over, closer to Prime Element than here. So I'll start from over there. Although I am going to have to bring back all the cooling systems. But once all the superposition oscillators are finished, that means I can start making AI expansion servers, which require neuroquantum processors, superposition oscillators, and magnetic field generators. I'm not going to stop and hit the presents now. I'm a little too busy trying to get to where the adventure is. But starting from Prime Element means I can go back to Prime Element, pick up the radio control units, and hopefully advance production of the turbo motors. I mean, scrounging for Christmas presents is all well and good, but since it's only the 2nd of December, I'm not sure I'm going to need quite so many of them. Now, by the time the 4th arrives, I'll need more, and I'll need to unlock more research nodes. But then I imagine that I'll be stuck until December 9th. And when I've finished unlocking the research nodes for December 9th, I'll be stuck until December 16th. And once I'm finished then, I'll be similarly stuck until the last day of I can do this, which is December the 25th itself. You know why I think this? Because 1, 4, and 25, those numbers have one thing in common, very important. They're all square numbers. And if I was designing this game, that's how I'd do it. Well, hello, freighter wreck. Let's see. A couple of things guarding it. Problem is, one of them is one of these things. I should have gotten in the spirit of Christmas, such as it is, and upgraded the Xeno Basher to a Candy Cane Basher. Oh well. A bit of a stalemate if there's nothing you can do, because I'm too high to be reached. Where's that thing? Ah, here it is. Is it my imagination, or does this thing make a different different sound when I swing it? Okay. It needs black powder. Well, that's a teeny bit surprising. I may have some. Would you believe I do? Must have taken it just in case I wanted to build a few nobelisks, but using it for this is fine as well. I'm actually headed north. There's this... It's not just that there's a little tiny area that I want to check off my list. It's that there's... well, much of the north itself is uncharted. I mean, sure, the northeast is charted. But what about the actual north? Sure, there's a land of giant trees to the east, but come to think that it looks like it's to the north as well. Just a bit of it. There we go. Yeah, it looks like I'm right at that uncharted area. No idea why it's uncharted. There's nothing above me, and usually, if something is uncharted, even though I've been to the area, it means that I have to go to the top of something. Because the way the map works, it doesn't chart the caves. What is that up there? Why isn't this area being charted? This looks familiar. There's an arch just like this back at Hub Central. I keep thinking I'll make it here. This is a slightly higher vantage point. I could use a more intense fuel, but more intense fuels are more dangerous and not really suitable for padding a landing. So I can't pull that stunt where I jump off a really high cliff and safely land below because I use my jetpack. I knew there was something important up here. And it seems I've charted that uncharted area. Oh. This area kind of intrigues me. Like right west. Have I been there? Well, the answer is again yes and no. Yes, I've been there, but I haven't been everywhere there because, once again, there's a place where I gotta climb up to. Kind of wondering what's there. Ooh, there's presents. A present. Yeah, I'll say it's ridiculous. I wasn't after the resource. It's just after the Christmas present. Or should I say Fixmas present?